Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Santa stream. Let me just get on my feed so we can see who's here. Yes. I'll just go to there and then hit this, and I can see if we've got anybody already here. Yes. 3 people watching now. Hello. Oh, no. Right, okay, so tonight we're going to do this reggae thing. Oh, the Aardvark guy's here. Oh, no, we're not jamming yet. Paul. I've only just this very second started. Yes. So, hello. As you can see, we have this like a reggae session set up. Well, it's going to be what we're going to do. This should, looking forward to this all day. Oh, that's good. Hey, Kyle. Hi, everybody. Yeah, this should be pretty cool if it all works. I'm hoping it will. So I'm sure you can hear me okay. Hi, Grant. Hi, all, everybody. Oh, Horrible Headache, Stan Freeman. Hey, Trando Dry. Right, okay, so what we've got here is you can see that I've got reggae drummer, iBassist, Galileo, BS16, Poison, Synthmaster Player, an italizer, I think, whatever it is. And then Cubases. To get this to work like this, you need to open Cubases in an inter-app audio slot inside AUM. I can explain all this when we get to Cubases, but, it kind of... We're going to have a look at Cubases. I've set it up in some nice reggae colors here, and you can see that each track corresponds to a track inside AUM, so 1 through to 7. And then if we hit the mixer here, you can see we have some mixers going on in the same way. But what we need to do is the whole point of this is to record this stuff into Cubases. Then we can start to do some cool production stuff with it. So let's go back to AUM, and iBassist here is playing Galileo, BS16, Poison, and Synthmaster Player, and it's playing different things, except for the Poison, and the Poison is the thing that's playing exactly the same thing as the bass line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly play you this thing. Okay, and then then we'll go over to Cubases and see what was going on. So what we should do, I think the best thing to do is now to record it. Otherwise, we'll be here all the live long night, because I want to get out of here, get into Cubases and start doing some production. So all we need to do to get it to record into Cubases is to actually literally hit this. You can see they're all recording at the same time, so that's great. Now, I must jump in here because I have made an error straight away. So let us just stop this. Go back to the beginning. You'll notice that what I need to do is arm record in all of these before I start, because they're the ones I need to record, okay? Yeah, don't forget your master record. Exactly. So I forgot to arm it, yeah? So there you go. So now we're all armed in Cubases. There we can go. We can go back here and we can start this again. Okay, so let's go with this. And then I'll hit this. I'm not bothered about the timing yet. Better. We need to get quite a bit of this. This is the boring bit where I'm trying to record a couple of minutes worth of this in. Okay, we can stop it there. That buzz is, if I was to start this again now, stop it. It's just it where AUM stops it. Right, let's go to Cubasis and we can stop recording that now. Super duper, and there we can go and we can actually stop it as well. So super duper. So that all recorded okay. Let's go and just quickly check in Cubasis there. Awesome, cool beans, top job. There it is. So what I want to do is, I think, have this all kind of start on a beat. So, and I think I will just drag them all back to more or less the starting point. That's okay. That'll be fine for what I want to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now that's all recorded, let me just check. I'm sure it is. Right, okay. What I'm going to do is go back to AUM now, and I shall resave the session. Save, yes, please. And then I shall clear this session. So we're not taking up any more CPU than we need. And we can get rid of that now, and we can open this. And we can just play with our session here in Cubasis. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, sorry, it's just closed it. I'll open it again now. Here we go. Okay, that's not a problem. Yes, interrupt order. Yes. There we go. So here is our session, our audio session that we've just recorded now. So the first thing I want to do, I think is most sensible, is to keep track of things like this. So I need to rename that one drums. Okay. And I know this is my bass, so should we call that bass? Okay. Bass. Okay. And what is this one now if we play? That's organ, obviously, so we'll call that one organ. Dee. Okay. And what was this one now? Right, that was clavinet. We'll call that one clav. Okay, this is important because it'll start to get bigger in a minute, and I'll need to know what we're doing and where we're going and all the rest of it. So, what was in port 5? Let's see. That's poison. Okay, so we'll just call it poison. Port 5, because I know what that is. So that's poison 202, poison 202. Okay, and then in this one was solo. That a minute. That's synth master. Synth master player. Synth master. Okay, and then this last one was, as we know, Antalizer. or italizer. Okay. So now what we're going to do, the first thing I want to do is I need to make some, I think for the start off, some of these were a little low. So I'm going to normalize this one. I'm going to normalize the clav one as well. Then I can make some adjustments to the volumes just to be on the safe side. We can disarm all of these now. We can get rid of all the disarms and records and stuff like that. We don't need them. So okay, so the thing is, what I had here, if I solo the bass and I solo Poison, these were both playing exactly the same thing. Right, so in iBasis, the MIDI was sending the MIDI notes to Poison, but I had the Poison playing one of its kick drum presets, which gives a nice kind of like bit of back into the bass, bit of back into the bass, basically. Right. So anyway, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the drum track and I'm going to duplicate the drum track. Okay. So now I have two drum tracks. Okay, and then I am going to take the clav track and duplicate that too, because I now have two clavinet tracks. For now, I can mute those like that, and just for now, that's what I'm going to do with those two. Okay, so we're going to make some adjustments now to the drums. So let's see. Let's go back to where we want to be going. Right, so there, on that point there, that bar 10 sort of thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, let's see, I'm actually going to select all of it, because this might make things a lot easier, like that. And I'm going to split everything at that point. Split there like that, and then I shall go a bit further forward and let me just see how long I want us. There, bar 14, just to keep it even, and I'm going to split that there as well, the whole thing, boink, like that. Okay, so now we have here independent. Right, let's get back where we can actually see where our splits are. Right, here we have our what's it. Now for this, this first part here, I just want to be looking at the drums. I'm not going to delete that section, but what I am going to do, I don't know if you can see it, I'm going to pull that volume of the main drums right down like that. And then I am, to make things easier, but I could just do exactly the same here. I could just pull the main volume down. Actually, that's what I'll do. Of that secondary drum track that we copied, I'm going to pull down the volume of that, like that. So I've got, let's see, volume down on that one, volume's fine on that one. And what I want to do is with this one as well, I also need to, just for the moment, pull the volume down. In fact, for the purposes of this, you're going to know this is Cubasis. Yes, this is Cubasis. Excuse me. For the purposes of this, we don't need to go too deep. Once you've learned the tips. Now you've got these two drum tracks, as you can see here. Let's expand this a little bit. So we know we've lowered the volume of this one. We've lowered the volume of this one. This is the same, and we've lowered the volume of that one. So we can unmute that now, and theoretically, if we just solo those two, You won't really hear any difference because they're basically copies. Okay, do you know what I mean? Although we've got two completely separate tracks going on, well, some muted and some not. So what we're going to do with this one here is we can leave that on solo like this. In insert effects here for drums number 2 here, I'm going to go to Studio EQ. Now you can use any EQ you like for this, you know what I mean? Don't really matter. But I'm going to go to Studio EQ, and what I'm going to do is apply. What I'm going to do is basically do a high pass on this, like this, and I'm gonna push the top end of this a little bit, and as I start to get the effect that I want, I might even overdrive it a little bit. So just for the purposes of this now, I only want to solo this, and what I shall do is select this in the loop range, and I actually want it to be and I want it to be quite sizzly. So what we're going to get now is if we unsolo this, and let's play the track along. See, what happens is you get to feel that starts to sound like dub. Well, what we need to do now is, okay, so this is where it starts to get pretty cool. For this particular section here, for the organ, I'm now going to take the organ volume down. Doing it like this is good because it's non-destructive sort of thing, and we shall do it for the clav as well. Actually, no, I'm just gonna mute that clav just for a sec, and I mute this clav as well. I'm gonna take the volume down. I'm gonna mute both those clavs a second, just leave them as they are. Yeah, and then for the, I'm gonna take that down as well, and also I'm gonna take Synth Master out the way. I can leave Italizer doing it, whatever it think it was doing. So now let's see, we've done the bass and we've lowered it down. So what should happen now? Let's see. Put a little bit of reverb on that bass now, and I want to use what's it, EOS, where's it gone? Boink, there we go. That'll be quite mixed, but maybe the decay, but I need to hear how it sounds basically. So, well, really what I want, so now really theoretically, I'll take this bass and I'll duplicate the bass. Okay. And I shall take the EOS. Which one do I want to take the EOS? It doesn't really matter, but I'll take the, no, I'll leave it like this. I'll take the EOS and the EQ off the main one, and I'll leave the EOS and the EQ on this one. If we go to have a look at that now, it should be exactly as I set it. Yep. Right, so theoretically, let's have a listen to that now. even the drums at this point could probably come down a little bit there, like this. And even we could even pass them higher, to be fair. And also maybe even apply some reverb to that as well, I think. Yes. Okay, so let's see. Let's do another EOS. And let's more or less leave it the same setting. I think it's fine. I'll take the mod off though. Right, okay. Let's see. Better. That's better. Italizer can definitely come out of there for that. Oh, actually, now what I wanted to do really is do that, because there is some delay and I don't quite want the volume there. Sorry if I'm not talking into the microphone too well. So that's that. Now I just want to see how it comes back in, so we can. I'll do the clav trick in a minute. So I'm gonna just go through about there and have a listen, but I'm gonna take it off loop, so I just want to hear how it sounds. Actually, we can go back to where it starts. Okay, so what we can do now is start to do something with the clav. But what we'll can let the thing track along a little bit further. We'll do maybe another 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, and then we shall see where we are now. There, and we shall split the whole lot again. So I'll select them all. Don't really need to split them all. It's just that it gives you more control if you want to. So we shall split this here. Where's my split one gone? Like that. And then I'll take it a little bit further along, I guess, to maybe... I need a long enough time. 1, 2, 3, 4 should be plenty again. I'll select them all again and split it again there. Right, so for the clav now, I have, what I want to do is, let me just think about this for a sec. This. So I want to take that. I want to take that section. So I didn't need to split that where it was, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to take that hit there. So all is previous to that. I need to split it there. Split this. We can take the volume down for that. Actually, I could take it out, because at that point it doesn't really matter, because I've got it there as well. And you could do that with the other part as well, because it maybe like looks a little bit, you know, you probably be easier to organize in your head. Right, so we have this now, and then this section I'm going to, I don't really know what to do here. I do know what to do, but I'm going to take that out as well, because I can always copy it again. I'm just going to erase that section, which should have erased all of it, apart from the beginning bit, yeah. Because if I want to do this again, I can. So I'm going to select that bit. I'll worry about that bit in a sec. But I want to do this, and I'm going to solo that now. Right, so we can take them off there like this. So I just want to, I'm going to hold this, I'm going to move it that to about there, and I'm going to move this to about here, because I need this to be right. So we'll go and listen. Right, okay. So track number 7, we can bring that up in the mix quite a lot for now. Okay. And onto this, I'm gonna put some tape delay. So I think we shall let's see, audio units. We shall go with not dub station. I need to find one of the ones that we, what's it called? Not that one, not that stuff, not that stuff. Where is it? What was it? What was it that called? The tape K7 tape. Oh, K7 tape delay. Bum 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 bum. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use is it RE1? Yes, I'll do it. So I just want to, and it'll run around again so I can set my times. No, it won't, will it? So what I can do now is somewhere, it still goes on for ages and ages. What's going to happen is we're still going to get the effect of the clav, right? I know this is a bit like a bit what's it, but we can get the sound of the clav delays, but the clav will carry on, but the delay, it won't carry on for going, do you know what I mean? Because we've got nothing there now, so it'll just carry on. So we get the effect, we can balance the effect with the mixer in a second. Just let's say hear that sound. That's cool. So we could actually now just copy and paste. We could say, well, we could put that there, or on another bar a bit further along, maybe here, we can just have I actually copied it? We'll copy that and just paste it there. And then if you wanted to, you could like chop out the ones that are the ones that are kind of in the way, if you know what I mean. If you wanted to like just chop these two out or just split it and then drop the volume down. But you know, we don't want to be here all night doing that. Right, okay. So what we got now? Cool beans. Let's have a quick listen. We can be quite brutal with this because it's nothing's gonna happen because the delays are just gonna carry on repeating without interfering with the verse clav. You know what I mean? So here we go. I shall do some EQing, I think, because it was a little bit. We want a little bit of I think a bit of low cut there, a little bit of a boost on there. Should be okay actually. Let's listen to this. What I need to do really is I think I want that one there like that. So let's listen to the whole thing, what we've got. Right, see what I did there? What I should have done is, because I only want the clap delays to start coming in there, where we've got them, I think we'll just select those and we can erase them. So let's see how this sounds. Oh, beans now. Let's do another split there. Right, okay. Let me just select all this section and we can split it there. And then we can run it for another, like maybe 4 bars, something, split it there. Okay. Super. Now what I am going to do on this section is, let me think. I want poison. I want to keep poison there. That clav we can basically ditch because I don't want it in that section. What we got here, organ, we can ditch for that. Bass. I'm going to ditch that one of those drums again. Erase the first drum and hopefully this. that there. But I think what would be nice is if the kit faded in. So there was actually a complete stop. And this dub bass that can come back down a bit, and we can use the, actually, let's keep the dub bass as it is with the extra bass added sort of thing. And then we'll slow that one down. We'll take that one out. Let's have a quick listen. And actually, I think that would be nice. Actually extended. So let's extend that by how many, what we got now? 1, 2, 3. Let's extend that by another 3. So let's select all this end section. There's no splits there, is there? No. And let's take that back 3. Oops. Three. I wonder what it might sound nice actually if we left a gap. Let's just see. Let's just leave it. Oh shit. Right, let's just run that back to 35. Like that. Let's select all this. Ding. Make sure that's highlighted. Copy and paste that over. Just drag that back up there and put it there. And now we should have a gap of a bar. And I don't need to have that, so I can take that particular thing back to normal. So it's still the drums. Okay, let's see. That should sound okay. So I could actually, theoretically, to make things easier as well, since I'm using the dub bass and not this bass, so let's select those two and get rid of them like that. Gosh, I hope I hope this isn't boring. It won't go on too much longer. But you can get the idea of what we're doing here. So let's have a listen. Actually, I'm going to as well also, I am going to take the synth master out on that particular section as well, because I want really just the poison to be coming through in the mix, and I need to make some adjustments to the what's it as well. Here we go. I mean, that doesn't sound brilliant, but you could mess around with that. You maybe put a drum fill in there extra or something. But I like that bit. I like the bit where it kind of goes down. So let's have a listen to Poison. Let's do a thing so where we can just hear what Poison's doing, because it's really nice, actually. It's kind of doing, it's a kick drum. It's a kick drum preset in Poison. It's just been triggered by the bass line and from iBassist sort of thing. And I don't think I want, do I want, yeah, I'll leave that, I won't, I'll delete that one because I don't need that there. So we're starting to, it starts to look a lot cleaner. When you've done your mix sort of thing out, get rid of stuff that you don't need to kind of keep, if you know what I mean. Okay, so right, so let's have a listen to Poison. Let's just solo that. Myself, I'm adjusting the clap. I'm thinking, why is it not doing anything? I want it to be really dull. It is the Logitech Crayon. Sorry, yeah, this is a Logitech Crayon. Now, what I don't want is that effect on the poison all the way through. So easiest what thing to do here is take the whole poison channel and duplicate it. Okay, so I have a duplicate track, and then on this section here we can just select those two bits and erase them. And on the affected channel now we can just erase that and erase this part and erase any other parts that have been cut as well, like all that. So let's just select all of these poisons and erase them, and then the same for the last section sort of thing. We can just select that and erase it. It's all cutting and erasing. Can you imagine they used to do this with tape, with dub? I'm not kidding. Incredible. And kind of just by hand mixing, it was an impossible job. Right, so let's see. And then because I've duplicated the track here, we can take off the EQ and it'll just be what it was until it gets to this part where we can leave it back in. So let's just hear the whole thing, eh? See how it sounds as a complete piece at the moment. So straight away we could make this better. Let's listen to this. these drums as they fade in. Let's have them fade out, and then let's have them fade in, and let's have them fade out. You know what I mean? So we're creating like a wave of drums. I don't like the way this has gone. I don't know what I've done here. I've no idea what's going on here. This is, oh, right, hang on. Let me go select this, select that. So let me select that top. No, what's this? No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't like the fact that, right, I'm going to move, well, I'm going to select all of this stuff and move it back. What was that? You talking to me? Are you talking to me? Joe's saying, make your mind up. But you can't, you see, you've got to do this stuff on the fly. Because this is what it's like in the studio. It's boring. Right, so what I'm going to do is... I see. What I'm going to do is take out... I'm going to leave Italizer in. I'm going to take out... wait a sec. Do I only want it for the bar? Let's see. Let's split that there. And actually, feel free to leave. I'm going to select them all and I'm going to split it all there. And I'm going to take out everything apart from Synth Master after that section. Erase. I'm going to take out Poison. And I'll leave Italizer in, although it probably didn't do anything. It was the RE1, the RE1. Oh no, yeah, the RE1, and then it was for the what's it one for the clav. It was RE1, and I think what we can do is if we take our let's just copy that little clav stab thing, and let's put that in there like that, and maybe also at the beginning when it kind of just comes back in, let's paste it back in there. Okay, so let's just see how that sounds from about there. better. And probably realistically, we could probably move that back another couple of bars and let that delay take care of the what's it. That's the last thing we'll do before I go. It's getting on. Let's select again everything from there backwards and move it back maybe there like this, and we'll let this delay do the work, and I will let that carry on. So I shall copy that, paste it in there like that. Right, now let's have a listen to this, because we won't really want the, I want to hear more of that delay on the cloud. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's it. That was just having a mess round. But you know, if you take your time, you can get some really nice effects going on. But the good thing is, without, I mean, it doesn't have to be dub. You know, you can apply kind of this kind of thing to all sorts of stuff, rock music or pop or whatever. They do quite a lot in pop. You know, start to just duplicating tracks. A good way to do it without getting too confused, because as you can see, it can get confusing and it is time consuming to do it properly. You know, rushing it like this isn't ideal, but if you take your time, get good with it, record some drums, or maybe just record some bass and drums into Cubasis, or do it the way I did it with, Inside AUM. And then just play around with duplicating the actual tracks, slicing them up, cutting them, stuff like that, and just have a good mess around. You know, it's all about this kind of thing is all about the editing, audio editing, not MIDI editing, audio editing. So if you've got audio tracks, you can mess around and edit the audio all you like, you know, and have a good day, right? So, okay, right, okie dokie. So, anyway, thank you very, very, very much for watching. I hope some people found it interesting. I don't imagine this video will get loads and loads of views, you know, because not everybody's into reggae and dub and stuff like that, most of them. But, you know, I hope that the people that did watch it or will watch it enjoyed it. Anyway, guys, thank you very, very much again for joining me. So we've done nearly an hour now, 53 minutes. Wow. I thought it would go on for a while, though. But yeah, thank you very much. I will see you guys very, very, very soon. Thanks for joining me. Ta-ta. Let's find my